welcome back to my channel, and it's Friday, so that means Friday makes. So, excuse me, I am still not really over this cold thing that I've had since December, but as you can see, it's been a long time. So I decided I'm going to take and put this into a journal. And what we're going to use today is Elizabeth's kit this month is called Green Gatherings, and this was inside the kit, and I thought, you know, this is really adorable, and I think it's a perfect size, and it just so happens that it fits perfectly. Like I planned that, and I didn't. So the first thing I'm going to do with this, because this looks like it should be leather, and I think it should feel like leather too. So let's mamagami it. This is an old lotion. I don't use it anymore. I'm going to take my rings off because they get all slimy and full of lotion, which, you know, takes that shine away. There we go. So when I do this, and if you've done this before lots, then skipped on through this to the next step. But when I do this, I do it on the back side first. As you can see, this is really watery. Oop, you wouldn't use that. Oop, on your hands. But it still smells pretty, and it still does the job that I need it to do for this purpose. And I like to do the back side first, just because I think what I should do is move this, because if you do it on the ink side first, it will run a little bit. So let's just get this. And I find it kind of sets, it sets the ink on the other side. And maybe this time, I don't know, maybe this time it will say, nope, not this time. We're going to run all over the place. You can see it's starting to go through the other side. So we're going to turn it over and hope for the best. Right over here. See, it's coming off a little bit, but it's okay. It will be fine. It's just that this is such a heavy color. The ink is really, I did give it lots of time to dry. But now we have a nice pliable, so let's start crinkling and wrinkling it. And gently pulling it apart. If it tears a little bit, it's okay. But this just really gives it that nice, like a leather feel, a cloth feel. I can see I need a little more in there. And as you can see now that our colors have stopped running. It's accepted its fate. And then always just gently pull it apart. This was a light cardstock that I did this on. Lightweight. So I think we're going to leave it like that. And now we gotta let that dry. And this will take a while to dry. You want to make sure that it's good and dry before you start trying to glue it in. And I'm just going to lay it out flat. There we go. so there is our cover in the making. You can see it's just got that, it's now got that real leather look to it. Okay, so I'm going to put this away, and I need to find my, oh, you know, it's so nice to be organized. Hopefully they aren't dried out, where I can find things immediately. That's been a long time in the making to be able to find things and know where they are. And more importantly, put them back where you got them from. Okay. Make sure that we got nothing going on in here. Oop. Okay. Hands will be nice and soft now for a while. All right, so with this gentleman here, we are going to use these papers, and I believe these are from the kit as well. But I don't want my spine to be this big, and I think I've showed you this before, but I'll show you again. We're going to just take and give it a little cut down the center here. And of course I didn't grab a pencil. Okay, so I'm just going to line it up on here and then give myself a cut line. And I think, does that work? Yeah. Oh, no, not really. My pencil doesn't want to work. There we go. Okay. Got that. We got that. And so I think this is going to be a perfect size for the spine. So that worked very well, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to carefully cut down here. Now we will be covering this, so it's not like you have to be perfect. It won't be shown, but it's a little hard to get this cut. There we go. And then we're just going to take and glue that together like that, and then that is going to be our spine. And because it's this, I'm going to use this glue just because I want it to be really glued together. And we're going to glue it from this side, because this stuff sticks really quickly. It adheres nicely, and it makes it so we can keep working. A good amount of glue. Let me get that over here. And that's going to be all I'm going to use this glue for today. Okay, so let's do like this. And we are going to put you like so. We're just going to line up our edge here and here. There we go. Make sure that it does that. Okay, so let's put some paper clips on here to hold this. And make sure that we're lined up right. And we're making sure that this can still fold and that there's not a big gap there. That is what I'm making sure of. And then I'm just going to put this in here and this in here. Will they both fit together? No, they won't. But that's okay. That's okay. As long as we've got this being held in place, that's all we need. Okay, so I'm going to lay this down here and get rid of this because we put everything back in our place. All right, so with these, I love these. And so what I'm going to do, this little journal for me is going to be like a gardener's journal. And we're just going to go like this. Because here is where it's going to bend, and that's what I want. There we go. Just like so, and I'm going to just take my ruler, and I'm going to give me some overhang here, maybe like so, and I'm just going to rip. And then we're going to do the same thing with this piece because this side and this side should be exactly the same. Let's just line this up. And like so. There we go. And we're going to do this on our inside, and we are going to glue it in place. And then we'll have some fun with it. And so this basically is just giving us that clean edge. So we won't see any cardboard. And at some point, I have to decide a closure for this, don't I? I was just thinking of that while I was doing this. Boy, this glue just does not want to come out of here today. Making me really squeeze hard. And it kind of hurts the hand a little bit. Good thing we don't have to do a lot of this. But I want enough glue on here that it's going to stack. That's what we want. And I'm going to put you here like this. Now, some people take and smooth that out with a paintbrush. I'm just going to take my glue stick because that gives it a little bit extra glue. And I'm just going to smear it in. And we got a lump there. Probably why I didn't want to come over very well there for a while, because it had a lump in there. Okay. Where's that glue? One thing that's nice about this pattern is I don't believe there's well, maybe there is a right side and a wrong side. Anyways, I'm just going to put this straight up against here. Smooth it out nicely. Now you can, because I glued it, I spread it on with the glue stick. When I do this, it's not going to squish out anywhere. But this just makes sure that there's no bubbles and everything is happy. Okay, and so then we're just going to take and this is the part that I don't like doing because it's like, oh, if I mess up this corner, then my whole thing is gone. My whole idea of protecting from seeing that cardstock. But we'll just stand is going to be okay. And if it's not, then they make these great little covers. Corners that can go in there and you'll never know. Okay. Now I can see this one's good. This one is not. You can see I'm going to have a little bit of a thing there. So let's just take a teeny divot out of that. There we go. That should be a little better. Okay. Go. Get back into screen here. Now you can see my card, it's starting to curl up a bit. It's not a big deal. It will straighten out. And I'm just going to take and smoosh this up. And we've got nice corners. That's good. What you want nice for me. Way flat. There. Corner's good. I think I'm going to be okay with that corner. I think so. It'll be just fine. Okay, looks good. All right, let's do the same thing with this one, right? And we'll make sure that our leaves are all going up. Then everything is running the same direction. Because why not? So St. Patrick's Day is coming up. You guys celebrate St. Patrick's Day? I don't normally. But my mother-in-law, she had some Irish in her, so while she was alive, we used to celebrate it more. I don't even know what day it falls on this time around. I guess I should check into that. My father-in-law's birthday is coming up quickly too. And he hasn't let us know yet what he wants to do for his birthday. He's going to be 81, 82. So he can do whatever he wants to do. Okay. Get right to those edges. I'm going to turn this way just because I have a hard time working that direction. I don't know why. It's crazy, I know. And if you can't really see where your edge is, they're just... And this, I tell you, when you use a glue stick in that glue, I don't know what the deal is, but it really adheres. And maybe it's this glue stick. This is the Scotch Permanent. It's expensive, but for doing stuff like this, it's very good. I don't really use a glue stick a lot, unless I just need something to adhere quickly and then I can sew it or something. But okay, so we're going to do the same thing again. Just going to get any extra pieces off of here. All right. Go. Pull that up nice and snug. Pull this up nice and snug. Go. Making sure that this is still, yep. Okay, we did good, we did good. This is such a pretty pattern paper. I really like this one. One of my favorites, and that's why I picked it. And again, because I'm making this a gardening notebook, I think that'll go just fine with the leaves and whatnots. Okay, so let's see how we got to this guy. I think that's a nice clean corner. Okay. Okay, so let's put the lid back on this so we don't get that dry goop. Okay, now I'm pretty certain this is nice and glued together. Let me get rid of those. And then we have this. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to take this piece here, and I think if we do, I want it to be just a little smaller, right? So we want right about there, and then right about there, and we want it to be about this, as even as we can get it. I'm not going to be too concerned. Because we're not looking at this side anyways. There we go. It's kind of turned out perfect, if I do say so myself. So I'm just going to stay in my lines a little bit. Okay. Make sure that we are here, a little over. There we go. And a little over. Oh. Oh. There we go. Okay, there's that one. And this one good. All right. There we go. And we're going to be covering over this part anyways, so it's all good. today the supervisor has an appointment with his groomer. She has been away, so it's been a while since he has had his bath and his spa date. So I think he probably will remember very well when we turn into the parking lot. He gets panicky already. Okay, so now what I want to make this, because as a gardener, wait, oh, isn't that pretty? That's gonna be so pretty. How's our not dry yet, but oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. And oh, I see. Oh, I see. Good thing we did that. You see what's happening. We're going to have to do some makeshifting here. Because as smart as I thought I was with this does no longer fit. So we're going to make it fit, because I should have, you see what I did? I see what I did. But that's okay. I still want this all this way. I'm not going to change nothing. We're going to separate things. Did I not do that right, eh? That's okay. We're going to separate things. And we are going to think on that. Maybe what we'll do is, I don't want to put what are you going to do now? So put your thinking cap on. So before we go too crazy with this is not even dry yet. And we can't use it yet anyways. I should have folded it, but I didn't. So we're going to do with what we've got. Okay. So what I want to do here is, because this is a cover or a gardening journal, it's nice to be able to take papers in and out. So slip papers in there. Maybe this year you're writing this, and then next year you maybe don't want that in there again, so you want to put new papers in. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make this, I call it a give and take journal. I don't know what it would be called otherwise, but that's what I call it, give and take. Okay, and I am going to use the largest hole. And one thing to keep in mind when you're doing this, I'm doing a tester here, is that however you put this hole, I'm just going to do it for 2, I think. Yeah, 2, 3. We can put 3 in there. 1, 2, 3. What's the width there? You want to put it down as close as you can to the bottom, because however you do this is going to determine how big your page can be, because you won't be able to have the page go up to the top here, because this hole will be here. So your page will have to come down to here so that it can slip through. That'll make sense once we do it, if it doesn't quite make it now. Alrighty, where did my pencil go? Here's my pencil. Let's see, what do we got here? Boy, I'm measuring. Okay, so it is almost 2.5. If I go 1, 2, 3, if I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, if I do 2, 1, 2, I do 2, 2, 2, and 1. Oh, this is the part that I hate. Okay, so I'm just going to say we're 2.5 inches, and I'm dividing it by 3, and it's not really 2.5. So let's go 2. Let's go right here. We're going to go 1. So we're going to go 1, 2, and that was that little one there, right? And then let's go 1, 1, 2, and that's not going to work. Let's go 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do 3. Let's go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How's that look? 1, 2, 3. Mark my holes. 1, 2, 3. Can't even see that one. Make sure. 1, 2, 3. Right there. There it is. There it is. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing up here. Hopefully they'll line up. And I'll go back over here, and if it's not straight, it's not going to line up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this one I think is pretty good where this is, and I think these ones I just need to bring back. So we're going to use our marker on here. And we're just going, oh boy, I couldn't have done that better if I tried. I like that. Okay, so let's go. We're doing it. 1, 2. Oop. 3. Let's do this one. So we know we want this to be right here and in there, and 1. If this doesn't work, you will never know, because I'll come up with plan B. Okay, I can see the top of my hole there, and so we're just going to put you like so, and then you like so. Where's my hole? Right there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now we need some eyes. And I'm going to use all these ones because I have lots of these. So that's 1, 2, 4. For me, half of this is a hunt. I like hunting. 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I need the gold. Rose gold. 1, 2, 3. I need 3 more of those. And 1, 2. Oops, that's a gold. I don't want gold. We want rose gold. Does it matter? Probably not, but I will know. There we go. No, that's a gold one too. Oh, I see what's happening. They look gold, rose gold from the bottom, but they're really gold. That should be 2. There we go. All right, get rid of that. Hopefully you weren't looking at the top of my head. So I'm going to flip these over, and I'm going to do it. No, Sophie, you can't do this yet. Because, well, you could, but you can't. Make sure. Don't do that. Okay, yes, okay. So we're going to take, here we go. Here we go. We're going to cut. Boy, I'm just showing you all the things, ways not to do things today. I'm going to do it this way, and we're going to do something there. And that's the way it's going to be. Okay, so we're going to just glue this in, and then we can, what do we want to do here? Let's do, well, why don't we just do this? Let me just put some of this in here. Why not? Right? Let's just do this. Butt it up to here. We don't have to, and then like that. We can do it like that. And we'll run something there. That's perfect. Okay. And we don't need it that big, but are we going to? No, we're not going to get persnickety about it. We're just going to do it. Okay. Get this out of the way. Let's get this way. Okay. And we're just going to go like this and like this. And we're going to just do like so. Like so. There we go. Now we could, let's see before we go too crazy. I'm going to put this like this. We could do half and half. Do we want to do half and half, or do we just want to do this? Let's just do this, because I don't want to short myself and then have to jig something else. We've done enough jigging in here today already. No more jigging. So, and we will take some of this off. I know you can't see that, but let's do this. Let's do it this way. There, now you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Close enough to perfect. And this is my straight edge, so we'll use those ones for certain. This is the straight edge. We'll use this one. Didn't leave much of the box left exposed on this side, did we? Oh well, that's okay. Sure that we get this right up to, there we go. Making sure that it's not interfering with anything. There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Oh, it looks like both of these edges are not really my straight edge, are they? Well, they're as straight as they're going to be. We'll put it that way. And honestly, the more glue that you add and layers and whatnot, it just adds more strength. So it's all good. It's all good. And we're just going to do the same thing here. Line up. Okay. So let's now put this little thing in here. And as you can see, it looks like it's a little, with our stretching of our material, or of our paper, the mamagami actually does stretch it out a little bit. So I'm going to place it and then trim it. So let's get this here done. There we go. This could dry a little bit more, but we're not going to worry about it too much. Yes, we're the right way. It's a momentarily, I thought, oh, am I the right way or not? Okay, so we're just going to give this a nice, get it nice. There we go. Nice and smooth. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. That looks good. We don't want to bend it too much yet because we want to let the glue dry, but she's looking good. Looking good. Love that. Okay. So, oops. Let's trim this off. Let's trim this off so our glue can dry nicely. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. I can see that we went a little over here, so let's get rid of that. Anything else need to be trimmed? Okay. Now, I'm going to take and we're going to let's give these another little, there we go. You know what happened there, right? Okay, come on. There we go. My paper, my glue is a little wet here yet, so it's having a little issues. We're just lining that up the best we can. I should probably wait, but I'm not going to. There we go. I just know that we have to do this. There we go. You'll be happy right away. Two more to go and then you'll be done. So, moral of this story is make sure that you're not working with glue that hasn't dried yet. Or if you are, then just know that you're going to have to pop each one of these out. Okay. And right there. Okay. We're done making holes. Yay! And I'm not done cleaning out. There we go. Good enough. Okay. Now, there we go. That's going to look very pretty on. Yeah, yeah. And only 6 of these to go. One. Nope. I have to go on a hunt because the elastic that I have, I don't have black and I don't have white. Well, I have white, but it's not going to be enough to do this. So I have to use blue, pink, or silver. Thank goodness I don't see a lot of it. Come on. You were doing so well. There we go. Nope. Okay, come on now. This one just doesn't want to. Oh, I bet you this is the overlap part that's causing the grief. It's just making that the eyelet isn't through as much as I would like it to be, but that's okay. It'll be fine. We'll struggle. The struggle is real, folks. There we go. You can see I got that one a little closer than I should have, but that's okay. It'll be fine. Looks good. Okay, so let's do the same over here. We're halfway there, as the song says. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head. Way to go, soap. I won't sing it, though, because, you know, then YouTube will give me a nay. Well, although they wouldn't be able to recognize it. I don't sing very well. They might go, oh, help that poor puppy that's howling in the corner. Okay, last one. And you can see we're really getting a good bend in here. That's okay. And there was my puppy going to come in and see us. There we go. Okay. Well, while we can, Let's put these on and get the, you know what, before we do that, I'm going to ink. First of all, I'm going to have a sip of my coffee because it's a coffee kind of day. And I'm going to use ground espresso. And I just want to give it a little bit of, you know, that grungy look, because that's what I like. And then we're going to lay this flat and put some, once I get the cover done, I'll lay this flat and get some weight on it so that it will dry without curling. And I'm going to make the cover just very simple. I'm not going to get too crazy with it. Might be time to put a new one of those on there. And it might be time to get this pad, just give it a refresh. Some say, and I keep forgetting to try it, but if you store them upside down, that they work better. I don't know, because I've never tried it. Okay, looks good, looks inked. That back down in there. Our glue is not quite dry yet. But if you lay them this way, apparently, I don't know, but that's what they say. So let's just listen to they. And I think I might give this, I don't want it, ooh, do I want it like that? Not really. Do I want it right like that? And then we could put something right here. Oh, I don't mind that. And then my corners kind of match up. Okay, let's do that. Put that out like this. And I still have my closure in mind. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm thinking now, how I'm going to do the closure. Which is another reason why I want to keep my cover just simple. Go around the house. A little in between. Okay. Get this out of the way. We don't need that in our way. And we're just going to line this up this way. I'm thinking I may put some corners on it. So that's why I want these at the corner. Let's smooth it out. Oh, that just has such a nice texture to it. It really does. Okay, I'm gonna glue. Come on, glue, don't fail me now. A little bit here. There we go, right around the corner. corners because we want those to be nice, don't we? Yes. Okay. I'm still going to be gluing, so we'll put that down like that. And we're just going to stick our corners in here, like so. Let's get right to the edge. There we go. Right to the edge. Okay. Smooth it out. That looks to me like that. It says I don't got enough glue there. So let's get some more glue there. Then. There we go. You want more glue? I'll give you more glue. You guys talk to your projects too as you're working on them. I have a girlfriend. Her and I get together quite often to craft together and have some giggles and some lunch and whatnot. And she chuckles at me quite often. She says, "You're always talking to your stuff." I do it. Okay, so let's just take and trim this all off now. Again, working with some wet glue. It's all good. Careful not to cut our paper that we folded over the top there. Really wet. That's okay. I have to clean my scissors off quite often because I don't have the patience to wait. Wait for glue to dry? Oh, no way. Oh, there's Mr. Supervisor. What you doing, Mummy? You got closed door. What you doing? Okay, so there we go. I like that so far. Let's get this here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to let this dry. And I have got this. And I have had this for so long. And I think it needs a brown background. It needs a background in there. Hold on. My little bag of scraps and such. Let's see. Oh, there's a nice one. And then I think what I'm going to do is, I have to hunt for it, so I'm not going to do that with you right now. I'll do that when we come back. I think that'll look good. Okay, so let's just go like that. Let's go like that. And all right. So what I have been holding on to this for a very long time. It came in, I don't know, it was a garden book or something. I don't remember. Like I said, I've been holding on to this for a lot of years. Probably one of the very first garden books that I did. That'd be like 2-3 years ago. Anyways, I've been hanging on to this. And what it says is, a weed is a plant whose virtues have not yet been discovered. And you know, that's so much in our, it can go in our garden, yes, but it's also in our everyday life. We have weeds in our lives that, you know, we may think is a weed, but we haven't seen its full potential yet. So I kind of take it as it can be an either or a both. It doesn't have to be an either or, it can be a both. like so. Now, if I do this, that means I can't do something here. So I need to figure out what I'm going to put here, don't I? And I didn't print anything else off. I should have, but I didn't. I just printed off what I needed. And we can't do that because that just looks silly. We need, we need, we need a sheet. A sheet. And it just happens to be green. Wow, look at that. I just tore this yesterday. This was a twin sheet that was given to me for this exact reason. To tear it up and use it. So if we do, now that I got some strings out of here, and I still have strings attached. Okay. There we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh my gosh. Okay. There. And if we just take this and we do here, and then we do this and just do the same thing. Give me enough to tear. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Strings, strings. So now, oh, I like that. I think that'll look good. So we're just going to do a little bit on this side, a little bit on this side, and we'll take our glue stick. Well, we could just take, well, you know what, let's just do, let's use the finger. There we go, and like so. There we go. I'll probably give that a little extra there, but let's do this side too while we're here. Right. There we go. Well, hey, it worked. And then let's do this while we're here. And do we want to put one more in here, one more layer on that? Or should that be good? I think that should be good, eh? I think that's good. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this as simple as I can. And let's see, we have this young lady. This is her garden. So let's put this right where we think not interfering with anything. And we can, I think that's a good spot for it right there. Are we straight? I hope so. And let's give this. Now, do I want to cut in there and get rid of that? And if I do that on that side, then I got to do it on this side. And no, we're not going to do that. Nay, nay. Okay. So next week, we'll put some pages in here. And we're just going to put her just like this. A nice and simple. Simple. I think that looks good. And I think we might do something right there. I don't know yet what, but we will. A layer of something. Or maybe we'll just ink it and see what it looks like. Okay, I kind of like that. What do you think? So let's close that up for today. And I'll be back next week. We're going to put some weight on this so that it dries nicely and flat. And then we can have some fun decorating. All right, so thanks for joining me today. I hope you give this little journal a try. Make it with me. That'd be awesome. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.